Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Rimworld. So, as ever the constant dilemma or trial that we have in our colony, starting off this video right here, we got some angry dudes who want to kill us. Another tribe as well, as I mentioned before. We've actually had like so many tribes that have attacked us. And way back when, before we got our miniguns, that was actually, like I mentioned in the past, probably our biggest dilemma with this colony right here. So like I mentioned in the last video, I think I did mention this, but it's actually been a bit more, I think actually a bit longer than usual since I recorded the last episode of Rimworld. But as I mentioned in the last episode, though, I will say, it's one of those things where it's a positive and a negative that we're dealing with these dudes. A negative because there's so many of them, and apparently, once again, I may have been wrong about Egg. I actually did not go back and check that, and there's his blood! Oh, the sorry remains of what was once Egg. But, going back to what I was saying, it's one of those things where, positive and negative. Nice that sleeping. Okay, I got a feeling. Yeah. Let's actually let Noah go ahead and go back to sleep. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish either of those things before the next raider attack ends up happening, which is a little bit unfortunate. But you know, yeah, in fact, they're beginning their assault right now. Let's go ahead and actually mark to get everyone into this room first, then I'll put them in designated areas once we actually get a good look on their stuff. Solar eclipse has begun. That isn't all that bad. We don't even have our solar panels accessing any power. So in all honesty, that actually doesn't really matter much to us at all. So let's go ahead and get our turrets powered up. I believe turrets don't short circuit in the rain. Yeah. It does appear that they don't, unless they're being told jerkwads and deciding to take their nice time delaying before actually having bad stuff happen to us. Let's actually move. Will have Jack Frost be be the guy who's foremost in this fight? Granted, like I mentioned before, he definitely is one of the guys who I want to keep alive the most, because of that high level of social. Is anyone else a good backup in social? That's something that I should be aware of. Noah's actually pretty good, having a passion and being at level 5. Do we really only have 5 people in the colony? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we have 6. Where is the 6th person? Oh, Cameron. Cameron's chilling up there. And Cameron is a very important fighter in this as well, seeing as he does have a really good weapon. You know what? I'm gonna rely on the fact that Jack Frost has some body armor, or an armored vest. Theoretically, against frickin' I know it doesn't protect from headshots, but theoretically, against guys with, like, bows and arrows, an armored vest should be, like, an unstoppable, weapon to use. But, you know, I guess it's not always the case. Then we're stuck with everyone else just having pistols and stuff like that. Crummy weapons, of course. At least for our current point in the game. So let's go ahead. We'll do Veldra and Noah. Probably doesn't really matter all that much for, positioning. I mean, I'm sure it also does, but I don't think positioning matters all that much with, those 3, since none of them are going to be incredibly good or useful. So, here we go, we're starting to get all of our shots off. No one has taken any hits yet, and we already have killed 2 of our enemies, 3 of them down. No one's taken a hit. That's first hit on Jack Frost. His health does look pretty high. Oh my god, they got his heart? That's bad. Let's actually move him out of there then. Let's move him way back, probably right about there, because like I mentioned like 20 times now, do not want to lose Jack Frost. In all honesty, it's not even as much not wanting to lose Jack Frost as it is at this point not wanting to lose any of our colonists. Because, oh nice, another person we could end up recruiting. There are 2 people we could end up recruiting. We might as well actually go ahead and add, at least 1 more sleeping pod bed in here. That's another room that we should make. We really should probably consider making a prisoner room in the future, but I also don't really want to do that. The dudes are actually trying to, like, break into our colony, and this guy's doing it back there. They'll probably end up... Oh, shoot. That was a friendly. Factions. Oh no, we still only have 2 factions who are hostile to us. So maybe we'll actually be able to rescue that guy and end up recruiting him instead. Equipped minigun. Austin still seems to be doing okay. His pain is severe though. Maybe we should actually move him back. Can we move him behind the turret? Will people actually hit him if he's behind the turret? He can shoot from behind turrets. So I'm gonna hope that that turret is an extra piece of cover. Looks... No, enemies are not fleeing quite yet. Austin is damaged, but he isn't dead. Typical thing with Austin, seeing as Austin is like the ultimate survivor of the squad. Noah grabs the minigun. Can these guys please flee? I would really like it if the enemies would flee soon. Okay, we've opened up their cover, so now they have like no cover whatsoever. They should die before too long. That's a headshot. Austin took another hit, which is just more of an irritation than anything else. That person ended up... Oh my god. All of the people we could have recruited are dead! Oh. Well, that's just more of a reason to hope that, nobody ends up dying on our squad. In fact, seeing as that actually at this point... There's only one more dude coming up from over there. Let's actually go ahead and have Eldron bring Austin inside. That should be pretty good for us. Of course, I selected rescue. At least did my best to. I believe I selected rescue. Weasel. Noah. Okay, good. Noah was actually just preparing a shot. Man, we are gonna have to prepare that. I mean, fix up that wall big time later on. Okay, so now that's gonna be everyone else there dealt with. We do once again actually have someone to recruit, so that makes me happy. Oh, these guys are destroying our batteries! That's actually pretty bad. Run, my friends, run! Oh shoot. Okay, we'll actually just position them all right there. That's obviously not the best place for everyone to be, but that'll be okay. You should actually move right there, and Cameron should move as well. Just to get them out of the way of our own fire, so no friendly fire instances happen. Come on, guys, fire like mad. Okay, they're going for Cameron. That's actually probably for the best as of right now. Awesome, they are now fleeing. Cameron, let's check you, buddy. Your jaw's been damaged. That sucks. Oh, his talking is poor. That actually makes me really sad. Hopefully we could get that healed before too long. Almost everyone, if not... Oh, no, actually, Jack Frost is in a pretty good spot, but he also does have a lot of blood loss. I'm not talking about, like, the health condition of our people. I should mention that first. I'm actually looking for someone who will be really good and available for actually probably gonna be Noah right here, just to make sure that we can capture Weasel, so, we could try to do our best to end up recruiting this person shortly afterwards. So let's go ahead and, as soon as we can, of course, start doing medical work on all of our people. Veldron, I'm so sorry, buddy, that I actually didn't have you doing anything else. We do still have doctors available, correct? That's something I always need to check. Yes, all of our doctors are available. That is actually very fantastic. So now Cameron is actually, of course, going to start with healing people. Cameron is one of the main people. I don't think... Yeah, Cameron's only a skill level of 3, but I think it's actually okay to let Cameron do it. As I've mentioned in the past... Oh, good... Yeah, Cameron actually gave him good quality treatment. Great job, Cameron. You are the rockiest of all the rock stars. Veldron, what is up with you, buddy? Why are you hurt? You're putting out the fires like a pro. Thank you, thank you. We do actually totally need to get more, actually, you know what, first thing first, we should plan on rebuilding that wall to make sure we're actually, well prepared for the next enemy attack. If that's the case, we definitely need some wood to actually, of course, build that wall and build it strong so enemies won't be here before too long. And then from that point on, we should probably replace those batteries that were lost to us. Sucks, because obviously that's gonna take 100 metal, but really 100 isn't all that bad, considering everything. We also do get a lot of weapons to sell now. I don't think any of the combat suppliers who used to be here are here anymore, and that's kind of a sucky situation for us, but you know, that's something that we could deal with, rather quickly, I'm pretty sure. Let's try to recruit this person and give him medicine and friendly chat, of course. I think Noah was already giving him medicine by the looks of it, so that's good for that. Like I just said, poor quality treatment once again. Like I just said, we are going to go ahead and give, the new person, Weasel, some medicine, because we'll do our best to try to recruit them, especially since we have this other, tribes person and tribes people are so freaking annoying to actually get as a part of the team and all. But the other reason, and this is actually contrary to obviously us wanting to give this person medicine, but we're also keeping this person to go ahead and potentially sell them to a slave trader, because that would be, as usual, a much nicer and quicker way to handle getting a new person on the squad, because then rather than the long way of having to get the person to join you, of trying to recruit them, we could actually just go ahead and buy that person. This person is starting to starve to death. Kind of a bad thing. Who is our warden? Our warden is Jack Frost, and Jack Frost is sleeping. That's okay. Jack Frost still has those injuries, but it actually looks like it's only gonna cause pain. Amazing! That I think Jack Frost here, I think Jack Frost is Wolverine. Either Wolverine or Deadpool. Because Jack Frost has to have some, like, regenerating factor to him. Because he was shot in the heart by a frickin', like, arrow. And his wound has healed to, like, an okay spot. Without any medicine whatsoever. So Jack Frost is like a frickin' god, apparently. Which is, perfectly happy and fine by me. Veldron, you're doing your research. Good work, my boy. Good work. Veldron is actually... Oh, he only had burns, so that's not too surprising. But Veldron's injuries aren't anything permanent as well, which is extra nice. There's a scratch scar, but that's... Oh, no, it is left leg. So, yeah, I think movement is permanently... What am I saying? Permanently weakened for Alex there, which is a little bit unfortunate, especially since Alex does not have a boost to his speed or anything like that, so he's gonna be a little bit sluggish, but that'll be perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and actually power all those things down before we run out of power. And we're still in the positives for power. I think it's because I haven't been using too much that requires power. Jack Frost, you need... Okay, good. Actually, these people have been fed. One of them hasn't, but that's actually not that much of an issue. Stone cutting. Okay, well, let Jack Frost do that first, because I would like to get extra stone cutting jobs done, but then... You know what? Actually, Jack Frost isn't best for this. What is Noah doing? I mean, Alex. This isn't Noah. Alex is gonna get to some mining work. Mining isn't incredibly crucial right now, so let's have, Alex actually do the task of... doing our standard of stripping all the people who came and attacked us before so we can actually get them in the crematorium as fast as possible without actually losing anything. To be completely honest, if we do really think about our whole situation with the colony right now, it's probably actually kind of a situation where we don't need to strip these guys anymore. Because, from what I've seen, I don't know if this is just a really rare circumstance and I've been really unlucky and haven't seen this. But from my experience, at this point in the game, you actually still cannot, sell any articles of clothing. Which is something that I really hope gets changed in a future update, of course. But currently I believe you actually cannot sell any articles of clothing. Why did I actually select, like... No, I want to turn off the power for these, not mark them as, you can't touch them. What? No, oh, I was pressing C. That's probably my problem. I think I pressed C instead of V. And apparently you actually cannot select them all and then press V. Probably because the pistol's in there? Yeah, that's exactly why. Maybe I actually did it. Mysterious blight destroyed our crops. Not that bad. We've got enough station there. We actually don't have any in the hopper, which is kind of an irritation, but honestly not all that bad. Austin, once you've finished your project right there, like the good man that you are, we'll go ahead and have him re-equip the pistol he dropped before. And then, did anyone else drop anything? Yeah, there's still Veldron's gun, if I were to levy a guess. I'm pretty sure it was Veldron's. But I'm not entirely sure. No, it wasn't. It was a Cameron. No, it wasn't. Must have been Alex. Where's Alex chilling? There you are, man. No? Who did I miss? Not Noah. Not Jack Frost. It has to be Cameron, right? No, because we gave Cameron that. Well, I don't know. This isn't really a matter where I need to pause time or anything, so let's just keep things going. And maybe we just have an extra pistol. I don't think that's the case, but maybe we do. I would really love someone to go ahead and actually build those walls. Hauling metal to battery. That's nice and all, Need materials. So we actually don't have wood for the materials. It must have been used on just those doors. You know what? Let's go ahead and mark all of those then, because we need to get those things done, and I'd rather make sure that the jobs are actually accomplished before I worry about us having too much stuff. Oh God, I apologize for that. Actually clicked and dragged my window out of like the recording screen. I'll probably just make the screen go black for a second there or something like that, because you guys don't need to see my Audacity setup. Wouldn't be too harmful if you did, in all honesty. Like if I forget, then that'll just be I don't know, fun for you guys. Maybe you guys will be like, oh, there's Audacity. There's like his audio levels going up and down for like a freaking millisecond, but I'm pretty sure that would not be enough to entertain you guys. Mercenary is visiting the colony. Yeah. Don't really care about you guys. Always visiting, but giving us absolutely nothing in return. Redfields. I'm starting to get sick of Redfields showing up. Redfields is everywhere. Reminds me of Chris Redfields from Resident Evil. Or Claire, I guess. But Claire hasn't shown up in a while. I mean, actually, granted, I don't really care. Because I used to love the Resident Evil series, but then they went and ruined it, and now I just don't care, to be completely honest. Oh God! What the hell just happened? Oh, Vaz is shooting at Redfields! Well, that's intense. Let's see what happens over here. Okay, they parted ways, I guess. I guess those two people hate each other. Let's actually see that in the factions. I wish I read what colonies they were from. Enemy, yeah, I guess it was two people who were enemies of each other that ran into each other and then just had a little quarrel right there. That's actually really cool. I'm kind of glad that we got to see that. Well, the small elements in this game, that's actually a very, very, very cool detail, of course. Berries are starting to regrow in here. We might want to consider harvesting all these plants, but actually we probably have more than enough food at the time being still. Villager named Gonzalo is joining the colony! Yes! Yes! Totally forgot to click where he is, but we could actually just do it this way. His name is Gizmo, not Gonzalo. Is that a weird hat that he's got on his head? What the hell is... Oh, and he's coming with a pistol, and... Damn! Oh, it's a cowboy hat! Oh my god! That is so cool! Damage absorption plus 4%. I didn't know there were hats! Or did I? I think I actually might have, because I think I saw them a while ago. They are attacking immediately, group of tribes people. Already another group of tribes people. That is so annoying. Thank God we built that wall right there. And now we actually do have another turret. Oh, we never fully built that. But we'll probably have Vaz to actually help us. And I think everyone should be I don't know if they have everyone is fully healed from their injuries. Yes, that's Alex's permanent wound. But I'm pretty sure that, yeah. I was gonna say I don't know if everyone is fully healed from their injuries, but everyone should at least have gotten treatment for it. But it actually does look like that everyone's actually gotten fully healed. And let's actually go ahead and change Gizmo right quick here. Cool Gizmo with the cowboy hat like I just mentioned, but he is not Gizmo. He is actually Erin from Attack on Titan. I almost said Titanfall. He's gonna be Erin from Attack on Titan. That was one actually a name suggested to me quite a bit ago by Snifflecup, who is apparently an Attack on Titan fan, and I can't blame him. Haven't seen the show myself, but I've really wanted to for a long while because I hear that it is really good. So now we actually definitely do need to examine everyone. Let's check all this, make sure everyone does actually have a weapon. Noah? I thought Noah had... No, Noah does have a shirt. It's just blending in with the background. Yeah, looks like everyone does indeed actually have a weapon. That is so weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 6 before Gizmo showed up. That is strange. I don't know why. I thought apparently that we had like a different setup with all that. One of our colonists is actually going to eat. Oh, they all need to be drafted. That's why they're not doing things. So let's actually go ahead and select everyone who's not. Okay, Cameron is the one who's going to eat, but is he feeding himself? Yeah, eating from nutrient dispenser. Let's let him eat first. We want to make sure that everyone is actually sane and healthy after the fight. And obviously, a great piece of what makes that happen is keeping all of our people well fed so they don't actually starve to death beforehand. Dudes are splitting ways. Some are coming up top, some are coming bottom. Irene here is gonna make it inside. He's gonna call it a little bit close. Ugh, in fact, the trees forced him to take a really bad roundabout way, but he made it. He made it perfectly fine. Keep on moving, buddy. Kind of a weird way to stop. Please stop setting my base ablaze. I hate these tribes people so much. That's gonna be the big irritation for how, fights are gonna go down for a long while now, I'd have to imagine. I guess they're just gonna constantly burn down our bases rather than handling them like real men and coming to fight us, so, you know, Cameron ate, or should have eaten. There we go. Cameron's a little bit... Oh, actually, Cameron made... That is a very good point. Austin, we need Austin and Veldron, actually, to not be involved with this battle here. Because I actually think it's going to be a much more crucial thing for them to actually stay inside and put out those fires. It's really sucky and unfortunate, but I think it's actually going to help us a hell of a lot. So let's actually go ahead, get rid of those home zones. Those two should, like, run like the wind and get down there to help with that kind of thing. Maybe we could even take off Alex, because I don't think Alex is going to be all that helpful. We'll keep Veldron. We'll keep 3 of our dudes into the fight, or in the fight that, or what am I saying? We'll keep everyone in the fight who's actually, like, got really good weapons, and then also Veldron, I think. Yeah, we'll keep Veldron. Meanwhile, the rest of them are going to get to work with that. Same with Aaron. Aaron is actually going to chill with us as well. I hope that's how it's pronounced. I hope that's pronounced. I hope that's Aaron and not like Erin or something like that. So now Vaz might start helping us. Hopefully we won't. Oh, he is! He's even going behind our cover for us. That is freaking awesome. We've got another dude who we can actually recruit. I think either that or he's getting too injured. Dudes are actually starting to enter the colony. Cameron actually did not go to position, which is kind of irritating. But you know, that might actually work out okay. Now we might be able to get a one-on-one fight with Cameron and someone else. Dude's broken into the colony, like I said. Very, very irritating. Here, actually, no. We'll leave those people to deal with the fires. Cameron will go in here and get ready to beat this guy up. Visitor is now leaving. That doesn't matter. The tribe's people are fleeing. Good. That fight actually went really, really well. Veldron took kind of a beating. How's Veldron doing? Ugh, whole body. Oh, his stomach was destroyed. He can't eat anymore. Can people feed him? Because that might mean we're gonna lose Veldron, because Veldron might starve to death. Oh, that is so sad. Okay, if the guys are fleeing, we actually do have another person to recruit, I think. Yeah, this keeper of the shit. And then there's those dudes right down there. More shots go down. League is still alive. Let's actually get Veldron out of there. Run, Veldron. Run like the wind. Okay, that dude hasn't started running away yet, which is kind of really frustrating. We're going to get Cameron in here, and Cameron's going to start beating him up. Or, actually, yeah, Cameron will beat him up. No, Cameron's going to shoot him. Cameron's already started trying. Fire! Fire, Cameron! Destroy him! Ah! Caused us so much pain, and for not. Luckily, we are actually getting some rainfall. Nice of the gods of rain to come and decide to help us by stopping this nightmare here. We might lose a couple more walls. No, actually, turned out perfectly okay. We definitely will need to get those walls built sooner rather than later. Veldron, I really hope that Veldron is not gonna end up starving to death. I imagine he is going to, though, because I don't think that what the food thing means is that he just can't feed, he can't feed himself. I imagine it means that he's not able to eat at all. And I don't think there's anything that we could do about that, to be completely honest. So many bodies here. I hate tribes people. I'm so sick of tribes people, but You know, Veldron was actually also the only person injured in that fight by the looks of it, which just makes it even sadder. Visiting the colony, it doesn't matter at all. Guy's name was Blue or something like that. Once again, I actually selected the wrong thing. Want to turn those power off. Do we have someone who does a lot of repair work? I think we actually do. Correct? No, actually, we don't. And I totally forgot to set the Irene's things. We also need to check Irene's stats. What's up with that? I totally forgot to actually examine Irene. We could get one more bed for an additional person. This person we are not going to treat at all. This is just going to be our slave to sell, essentially. So let's go ahead and grab that dude. Capture that person. We'll also strip that person once we get that person back to the room, because like I said, we are not going to deal with healing that person whatsoever. The person's not going to be worth it. Not to be mean, of course, but there's Irene. Let's go ahead and examine Irene's things. Incapable of cooking, firefighting, cleaning. Okay, so that makes it extra good that we didn't try to have Irene help for the fight. Neurotic. Oh, that... I should have double-checked to make sure that everyone that we actually did go have fight fires was, capable of that. This is a really good colonist! 14 artistic right off the bat, crafting 9 with a double passion, 9 with social, 9 research! Holy cow! Okay, we've got a new researcher. Definitely number 1, Irene. Irene's gonna do a lot of that. Warden can be number 2 then. We'll have patient number 2 as well, just like everyone else. Construction can be 3. Repairing can be 3. Mining it will be a 0. Plant cutting a 0. Crafting can be a 3, and then art will be a 2. We'll make that a 1 later on. I just don't want that to even be like a... I don't want that to even, like, be a thought that will cross Irene's mind. In fact, I think that means we should make Veldron a 2 as well. Just make sure Irene is, like, the one doing research at... pretty much at all times. I want Irene to do research constantly. So we are actually going to get those wooden walls fixed. Thank you, Austin, for getting to work on that. Irene also... No, Irene came with the weapons. Irene doesn't need one. Once again, Polar, that dude there, is just going to kind of chill, being a weirdo while we just do all of our things. We might actually be quickly reaching the point where we might not even need to contribute to the fights. The miniguns are definitely still useful, very, very, very helpful. But if we get a couple more miniguns down, I think we actually could totally, poor quality treatment. Failed to recruit, of course, makes a lot of sense because these people are going to be unbelievably annoying. Let's actually go ahead and double, no interaction, try to recruit, doctor's care. Ooh, wish I didn't... no, doctor's care, but doesn't get medicine. That's okay. That's okay for this person right here. And then what do we have right here? Oh, yes! We've got Weasel! Weasel, my good sir, you are now a part of the colony. You may be a weasel and a fiend because of it, but you are very welcome, and we love you. Sanguine. Weasel is just naturally upbeat. Ah, that one. Okay, that's cool. Slowpoke. God damn it. Slowpoke is definitely one of my least favorites. I like the fact that, it's obviously a Pokemon, and that gives it some bonus, things. But it's just a negative one, you know? I hate the ones that are just negative. Just because they're sucky, to be completely honest. So let's see. Weasel is growing, construction, shooting, melee. Double passion for shooting is very nice. Let's go ahead and give Weasel, that pistol. That'll be pretty good for Weasel. I think Weasel was just eating, so I actually kind of feel bad for doing that, but that'll be perfectly a-okay for us. Don't need to necessarily do that. And then Weasel will be a number 1 for that. 2, hunting can be a 1 as well, since it does have the passion for it. And then I think we'll just do a bunch of, like, 3s and stuff for everything else. That's kind of our standard at this point, you know? Just go ahead and, like... make everyone like 3s. Although we probably should have someone who really focuses on repairs, so that'll be a nice thing to do for that. Later on, we also probably should have someone who does a lot of, cleaning work as well, because that would also be nice. Next person in our colony is going to be the great Adolphus. Yep, spelled that right. That is one suggested by Wolfhound. Awesome, awesome Wolfhound. He's a guy who's given a lot of, like, helpful suggestions and stuff like that, and, Noah? Oh, Noah's reaching a mental break. Okay, I thought Noah was on the ground, like, incapacitated, and I was really, really confused. Noah, what are you doing? Hideous environment, absorbed corpses, hungry. Definitely need to eat, buddy. In fact, what are you doing? Hauling metal to blueprints. You do not need to do that right now. I would much rather have you go ahead and eat something. So let's move him inside. The hideous environment negative should be taken away, and that will, of course, help him in some regards with his mental state. Yeah. Now he's just hungry. So let's hope that he'll eat. Oh, no. You could actually haul potatoes then. That's a job that'll keep you inside while actually making sure that, you also get to get some food after a bit. We need to get rid of all these corpses next then. I think it's actually perfectly okay at this point to just say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We're just gonna cremate these things. Rather get rid of them sooner rather than later. So we look at all the articles of clothing we have right now. We don't need any more. What we should do though, oh yeah, actually of course Adolphos has one of those pieces of armor because he is actually from the tribespeople, so he doesn't need any of those. Then we need to actually check upon Irene. There he is. Okay. I believe he doesn't have one of the pieces of armor, and actually I think he is able to wear one. So after he gets his wee little nice amount of sleep, we'll go ahead and wake him up. Mental break soon is again a problem. Once again with Noah, makes a lot of sense. Observe corpses, hideous environment. Oh god. Since there's 7 corpses, the negatives for that are actually stacking. That's pretty awful. But he is in the positive now. I don't know if he'll be in the positive when he's in that room, but he's gained rest, so that'll be good. Hopefully he won't be in like a negative mental state for too much longer. Irene, before you get to, actually, we'll let Irene eat first, then we'll go ahead, give him some of that tribal wear, and yes, okay, he's doing research. Awesome. Love you, buddy. We're gonna need to try to keep him alive and healthy for a while as well then, because I want to keep him when we leave the planet. Let's actually check in on Veldron. Food eating is still a none. I don't know if he's been able to eat. I imagine he hasn't, but I don't know. I'm really worried Veldron is gonna end up starving to death. Sincerely hope he does not, but if he does, I really don't think there's anything we could do about it, and that's the worst part. Really is like nothing we could do to actually help this situation at this point, or at least I'm pretty sure. That's actually, I mean, story-wise elements, that actually is a pretty, like, interesting, deep kind of thing, that people actually can starve to death from those kind of permanent injuries. But that's definitely an injury that, oh wait, not hauling, although we can actually go ahead and have that hauled out. That actually is definitely one thing that really would, make me anxious for, the future points in the series when we won't necessarily need to have to worry about, that kind of thing anymore, because we'll be able to give implants to people and stuff like that. So let's actually go ahead, open up these areas. I think we're definitely going to need those things up and running, because, with all the new people in our colony, an issue that definitely is standing out is, the risk of people starving to death. So we need to add some more hydroponics tables. Let's go ahead and just add, 4 more will probably be good. If we do go ahead and add 4 more, though, I think I would rather put them over here. Just because with having them all set up like that, oh yeah, I forgot that lines up perfectly. That is so nice. With the 4 of them like this, then, hopefully it'll be a thing where, I mean, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm talking about. With them set up over here, we could just put the lamp on this side of the room, and there'll be like hydroponics tables on the left, hydroponics tables on the right, dippy doody diddly dabber greatness. It's my little, it's the saying of the day. The dog goes rough. The idiot Let's Player goes dippity dabbity doo doo. That's my new thing. Oh god, my, like, vocal cords, like, died there for a second. Okay, research is continuing on its way. We're actually getting pretty dang close. Still gonna take a hell of a lot. Let's actually check Irene. I would not be surprised if he did gain a level, but of course, as we see here, it's also not really surprising that he didn't. But you know, level 9, Veldron was doing a wonderful job with it in the past. Let's actually see how high of a level Veldron was able to get to. 8! Oh my god, Veldron got like just as good as that guy. Or at least practically just as good. Veldron improved so much in his time. That makes me really, really happy and proud. Means if he does end up starving to death, he'll at least be able to be like, oh, food is still 58? Does that mean he just doesn't need to eat? That can't be a thing, right? Let's actually pull his health up and watch that for a while then. Oh god, no, that's actually dropping quite rapidly. Okay, so even though his stomach is destroyed and it says that his eating is actually none, he's actually living. So that, let's actually, I know we're close to the end of the episode here. Actually, we are past that 35, 55. Man, this series would be insane if there were 55, length episodes. But I just want to watch Veldron and see if he actually does feed himself. It actually does look like it. Veldron! Good for you, buddy. I was so worried you were gonna die when, your stomach was destroyed. But, I'm glad it hasn't been. In all honesty, then, what does this really mean? If eating has an efficiency of 0 and his stomach was destroyed, is that kind of not really different at all? Because let's imagine it actually took him a little bit longer to eat. If that is the case, didn't really take all that much longer. Didn't really make much of a difference at all, which makes me happy. I'll just say that. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.